Alright, I'm going to go over how to put some of the lighting components in for your electrical plan for your affordable house design. So the first thing we want to do is click on, under our floor plans, we want to click on first floor electrical. When we have that open, we have to make some changes to it so the things that we want to be visible in this plan are visible. And so under the properties menu, I'm going to come down here and I am going to click on underlay, and I want my base level of my underlay to be my first floor. I want the top level to be my roof, and I want the bottom, the underlay orientation to look up. And so we're basically going to be looking up from the bottom floor. So I want to do that, and then I can go ahead and start figuring out how to put in some light fixtures for my plan. And so for your light fixtures, if you click on component and load family, and you come down here to lighting, you can click on lighting, architectural. You can see you have two choices, internal lights and external lights. So I'm going to go ahead and click on internal. There's a whole lot of different options. You can look through these. There's pendant lights. There are just regular ceiling mounted lights and that kind of thing. So you're going to want to figure out what kind of light you want. Another thing that's important when you're dealing with lights is whether the light is going to be a ceiling mounted light or a wall mounted light. So if it's a ceiling mounted light, it's going to be mounted from the ceiling. A wall mounted light will be mounted on the wall. And so for me, I'm just going to go through and I'm going to click to include a round ceiling light, and I'm going to load that. The next thing I'm going to load is I'm going to load one external light. Again, you can load any of the lights families that you want to use in your plan. So I'm going to click again architectural, and I'm going to click external, and I'm going to add a wall light external. Alright, and so now inside of our electrical plan, there's a few things that we can see that we don't want to see. And so the first thing I see is that I see an outline of my roof. And so I don't want to see my roof in the electrical plan. And so to get rid of that, to take it off, I'm going to go into Manage. I'm going to go into View. I'm going to click on Visibility Graphics, and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to uncheck Roof, and I'm going to click Apply. Okay, and now that roof goes away. Alright, and so these external lights I have loaded. I have 120 volt, which is, we always want to use 120 volt for our residential. I can come in here and I can mount that external light where I want it. So let's say I want one here by my front door on my porch, and let's say I want one between these two windows on my front porch. I'll mount that. And then let's say I also want one by my back steps that come into the mechanical room, and I'll click and mount that light. Alright, and so those lights we were able to mount in the electrical plan because they are attached to walls. If I go in here and I click on and select my round ceiling light that I'm going to use inside of my house for my rooms, let's click the 100 watt 120 volt. It will not allow me to put that in there. And the reason is because there's no ceiling in our electrical view. And so I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to click on Ceiling Plan. Then I can, in the ceiling plan, I can place those lights. So I'll click Component again, and now I'm able to come in here and select where I want to place my lights inside of my plan. And so I'm just going to try to place these lights in the middle of rooms and anywhere I want them inside of my plan. So when you're finished placing all the lights, again you have the wall mounted lights done in the electrical plan and the ceiling mounted lights done in the ceiling plan. I can go back and click on my electrical, and I can see that I can see all of those lights fixtures that I put in inside of my electrical plan. So that's how you add your light fixtures.